The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
How we doing today, people? Let's see what we want to do. How many of you want to be a millionaire? Raise your hand. By the way, you just failed the test. I don't want you to be a millionaire. I want you to be a millionaire corporation. I want you to do exactly what I've been teaching and preaching for 49 years, how to play the game and win. By the way, that's one of my first series I wrote 49 years ago, Winning the Game of Business. So tapping and pen time. You see what you've done so far is pretty good. All right, you wasted a lot of money. Something didn't work. Been knocked down 50 times at least. You wasted, and basically what did you do? You're missing the blueprint. You see, you got a choice. The choice is simple. Now, here's the problem. You might listen to someone who wrote a good book and all this good stuff. Oh, good. What if that person held your hand every step of the way like I do? There's a big difference. You see, I got my first $1 million corporation by the time I was 14 and a half when I invented Car Fighter. Then I got $1 billion at 21, 2.6 billion at 26. I like having fun and making money. You see, I didn't get a mommy and a dad like most people did, so I had to do one thing, eat out of a trash can. Kind of sucked. So what do we get to do today? We get to have some fun. I like fun. Do you like fun? So let's understand today. We're going to talk about you and getting $10 million. Oh, that's okay. I got 62 million of corporate credit cards for the fun of it. You know, I got billions over here and over there. We got to have fun. But you know what? I never put any money in a business really because I didn't have any money to do it. So let's talk about rules and tools and what you want to do for you. It's choice. It's very simple. Let's understand. I was on KNX radio and I was invited to the Belinda Lee show. I had my own show with George Putnam and all kinds of stuff years ago, even on KNX. And she goes, "You must be the godfather of credit." Well, I built billions of dollars for credit for people back then. Same thing I do today. I was also known as the incorporated for rich and famous people. Dodgers, Lakers, Clippers, and everyone you can think of. It's kind of fun. You see, I've been teaching how to leverage money as well. See, that's only a $100 million building behind you. That's a $1 million Lamborghini. By the way, here's the keys. When I have an old, sorry, I say, shit day, all I have to do is sit in the Lamborghini. You know what it does? Boom, 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 boom. I feel better. It makes all the pain go away. So today, tab and pen time. Now, what I did in basically 1987, 88, 89, 90, all the way through 2009, is I got to the point I couldn't do it all myself. I realized I couldn't do everything to get, past billions, and that was my thing. So I turned my clients into my soldiers. That's right. Everywhere they lived, I would buy up their neighborhoods and have fun. We'd partner up and have fun. See, you got a problem today. You're driving by everything around you. You should be owning it instead of just driving by it. But we'll talk about that as we go along today. Now, no pictures, no recording in the beginning. Got it so far? Now understand. I accomplished every goal I ever had. I don't understand why people don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. I set a goal and I go get it. I don't stop till I do. I never question myself ever. I don't understand. Why don't people follow through? What's wrong with people? Now I know every time you turn around, some ding dong says white man can't jump. Well, that's funny. In 1981, I hold the record for the fastest, highest kick on planet Earth. I like you to write down, see it, believe it, go get it. That's what I do. I see it, I believe it, go get it. So understand, would you like some goodies? I like goodies, but you know what? I don't know anything. I learned as a little kid, being used and abused as a kid kind of sucks. I went all weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I mowed yards, I sowed seeds, I sowed clackers. I came home and I count my money. I got 52 bucks. Wow. That she devil of hell I lived at that time, grabbed my money. You're paying rent. I've been paying rent ever since 8.5 years old to a lot of shitty people. But again, I just tell it like it is, and maybe you can't handle it. But not everybody likes me. Not everybody likes you. That's how it works. So let's get some goodies. Is that okay? All right, let's understand. Let's talk about Susie and Bill. See, here's the problem. Our world is changing, and that's okay. That means your opportunity, like they had, they got fired. They were for the government. They were fired. What are you going to do? See, here's the problem. Every one of you, what you happen to do is you jack up your credit cards. You drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. You backed yourself and family in a corner, and you got what? Dilly squat. And then you kind of screwed up. Sorry. You see, what you did is you tried to increase the limit of a credit card after you screwed it up. That doesn't make any sense. So here's what I did. Bill and Susie, it's very simple. They got laid off, fired. All right, work for the government. Okay. What did we do? First thing is they, one of their friends and attorney were my clients, so they said, talk to Ray. See what he can do to kind of protect you. See, here's the problem. All right, in 8 months from now, 8 months, they're going to be doing this. Just like you. They're running out of time. All right, when the time's over, it's over. In other words, their house payment will be due. They'll be past due. Their credit cards, their cars, and all the crap. See, we have to understand one thing we need to do is basically what plan the problem. Now, here's the problem. I told them to call their credit cards. We're going to go online, certain ones. They increase the limits all the time. And we're going to call. I want you to increase the credit, all right, before you screw it up. Most people jack it up and screw it up. So let's understand. So we increase the limits. This is what we did. I want to make sure they understood. We analyzed their credit reports. Analyze. Okay, it's like anything else as we do today is analyze every one of you. See, I'm going to fire Credit Karma. My new dashboard is going to kick their assets and fire them. They're fired. I mean, hell, they had no phone number to help you. Okay, that's ridiculous. My new call center is 24/7. Going to have some fun with everybody. So we analyze their credit reports. What do we do now? We position them because they understand something. Here's how I designed it for me, so maybe you can relate to it too. If I have 100,000 of credit personal, that's a 50,000 card, maybe 2 of these. I like to get you probably 8 to 10 of these cards at 5 to 10,000 each. Then I like to design your whole thing for you in your whole life is to make sure you have gold and platinum cards because they don't fluctuate. See, I helped set up the credit system behind the scenes when I was training Ken Yarborough at TOW and Experian. So let's understand, these don't fluctuate. When you jack these up, you get stuck, can't get any more. That's kind of silly and stupid. If you have these, you can max it up and what? Unlimited, up and away. That maintains a 750 score. But again, since they were fired, they said laid off by the government, I said, let's get some safety credit. Safety credit. See what I understand? If we're going to screw it up, here's the problem. Half of you go, well, that's too much. Or if you're going to screw it up, at least you give it a fighting chance to screw it up basically and fight for your life. Because if your credit sucks, you really fight for your life. Your world is controlled by that score. So you can't get any more. All right, so here we go. I said, we're going to make a list of all your bills. We're going to cut everything you don't need. See, everybody, probably you waste $50 every other day on crap. $50 every other day on crap. That's $700 a month, by the way, if you don't know that. So let's cut all the crap. Now, I set up a corporation with 18 divisions. So let's understand something. A division of a corporation. We're going to go through that so you understand it pretty simple. A corporation is a legal person. I'm not here to be safe an attorney, but I'm going to show you that. Now, I'm the guy that invented daisy chaining of credit. Take a card, get 9 more. Simple, get 99 more. You see, what we got to do is realize one thing. If I have 9 divisions and I get a $100,000 credit card like a Wells Fargo like this, I want one for every division. Is that fun? Clone it. I want a twin. So again, what do? A corporation with 100,000, daisy chain to 9 divisions is $1 million. Then we want 9 locations of something. We want to go get a Wendy's restaurant. Do you know what Bill did? You know what he did? He drove by the Wendy's. He could have bought the damn thing for the money he pissed away. It's ran by a third party anyway. So, okay. So here's what we go. Build 100,000 of corporate credit because I want to clone it for every division and daisy chain it. See, I mean, come on. If you got fired or laid off, let's go start a company. Let's go do it. Let's not run the business. That's where everybody screws up. You steal money from your friends and your family, your credit and all that crap. You screw it up and go, what did I do? 87% of you screw it up all the time because you really don't know what you're doing anyway. We invested in a storage unit. I used to control up to 44% of all storage units in California before I died in a coma and they stole my 3.7 billion in corporate structure. So I had to rebuild it again. No problem. We invested in a storage unit. Why? Because it's dummy proof. It's not like when I had all my 22,000 payphones. Any ding dong can do it and make money. What do we get to do? Corporation income now is $17,350 a month. A month, okay? Maybe that doesn't replace their income because they're making 10,000 each. Wow. But you know what? 17,350. That's forever. It even goes up and away based on the inflation. So let's understand. They were scared, but now we got an income. Is that the goal? So never set like a duck. That kind of sucks. So guess what? Let's talk about you and your goals and your mindset. First of all, it's a mindset. Let's understand. I looked at it this way for me. It's very simple. If I could touch it, I can kick it. So what did I do? I could do the splits every which way I want to do them. Why not? I kicked the door jam at 10. That's only 6 feet. I kicked the basketball hoop at Tewicked Junior High. Newspaper took a picture. White boys can jump. See, the net is 9 feet. The hoop is actually 10. Whee! See, if I can touch it, I can kick it. I was jumping over damn, literally jet lockers and crap. This is fun stuff. So I can't understand why other people didn't do it, but I did. So let's say, see it, believe it, go get it. Now understand, you want to reach your goal. What is your goal? I think the problem you have is you might have a goal list or in your phone or in your brain, and the reality is just learning how to do it. See, anybody can go to school and get a degree doing the time, get the paper. Did that, who cares? You learn life by doing life. So every goal you have, there are 38 steps. 38 steps to reach every goal you have. It's simple. Write down the goal and I'll give you the 38 steps. Let's go get it. You don't get it, I'll get it for you. I don't have any hesitation. It's like, let's just go and did it. You'll go do it. Come on. Now, it takes 8 times of your brain to hear something, to master it and apply it. 8 times. And as you start to apply something, then you got questions to ask somebody. That's where I come in. 49 years in person or online, you're stuck with me. I got teams behind me. The reality, you're still stuck with me. I'm the one talking to you. All right, I'm not going to pass the buck or some crap. Come on. I'm going to get you there. I'm going to keep doing it until I get you there and what needs to be done. Okay. Now, turnkey. All I knew when I was 17 and a half years old, I bought payphones. Okay. I'm going to East Coast College, driving a Lamborghini, got $1 million in the friggin' bank. Okay, no problem. But again, what did I do? I bought payphones. It was a good little business, I thought. Everybody's complaining about the damn payphones. I'd hear them complain and I'd buy them on wholesale. I'd buy out their routes. See, I figured one thing, it's a numbers game. By the time I was 17 and a half, I had 22,000 payphones, doing about $300 a pop per month. That's $6.6 million. The ding dongs didn't realize it's a damn numbers game. I had my 19 houses, and they gave me crap about that too. Everywhere I went, people give me crap. How'd you get 19? All these stupid experts that don't know crap. All right, the rich crap people. So I did what? I put my properties in my divisions. I freed them alone to every problem. Every problem, or every time there was a problem, I came with a solution because I'd find a solution because I read about 18 books a week. I'll figure it out. Now, auto income. Here's your problem. Auto income is to replace or enhance your income. You decide. Now, I didn't know to call it residual or passive. I don't give a crap. I need money. I'm gonna pay my damn bills. That's all I wanted to do. And I knew one thing, I didn't want to live the way I lived as a kid, being used and abused in ghettos town. Nowhere. I went to Watts, Torrance, Long Beach, and all the great areas. A lot of shitty people. So raise life, raise way of life. Okay. My next series was, the Millionaire's Founders Kit. I designed a book and CD per month for 12 months. So you needed 12 months, I got $1 million corporation. Any ding dong could do it. That's how I figured it. So no problem. So it's financial freedom. We're going to talk about that a lot tonight. Now, I would like to do a couple things with you. I would like for you to do it, and I'll guide you and coach you that way. We do it together. I'll be one of your CFOs and talk to your bank and get what I want, or I'll do it for you. And I'll hand you the damn keys. See, the reality is you don't know what you're doing no matter what we do. See, no one really taught you, and what you've been doing, what I call the amateur hour. I think basically people do a half-assed job anyway. That's just my opinion. I don't take it personally. If you allow me to get you a $100,000 credit card, or more and more and more, let's go do it per division. Damn, I don't understand, stupid. It just pisses me off to no end. $10 million friggin' dollars in my hand. $62 million of credit cards, not counting lines of credit, all the other goodies. If you build corporate credit without screwing up your credit, you'd be better off. But you didn't know any better. At least that's your excuse. So what do? We take 100,000 to the corporation, and then we go to 9 divisions, and we daisy chain it. And what do we do now? Each division has its own credit file. We turn it into a profit zone, and that's called a bucket of money. I like buckets of money. You like buckets of money? Well, it works. And then every division gets something. See, the problem with half of you name your corporation after you or what it does. That's called stupid. I'm sorry. Or you don't take it personally. And then what do? When you get sued, you get sued too. Isn't that kind of dumb? If we make it neutral as a management company, we can do what I put in my book 49 years ago, cash flow fee per time. So guess what? Every division can customize what it's going to do. Now, here's the plan. We start to get you up to 10,000 a month. Then we build it till we get what? 100,000. It might take 9 divisions at 10,000 a piece in the parent company. So maybe 10 divisions. Then we want to build it to $1 million a month. Is that okay? Here's how I look at a goal. If I want 100,000 a year, then I want it monthly, weekly, and daily. I accomplish that all the time. Then I want $1 million. I did that again. I did $1 million a day in 2009. Isn't that fun? But I call it financial freedom. Why don't you take a picture of that right now? See, that should be your picture of your life right there. Okay? See, you should actually print it, put it on your desk, and let's say that's my goal. All right? Because that builds up to a $10 million company. You don't realize it. A corporation can get $1 million of credit with 10 cards, lines of credit. So can every division. That's how you build a $10 million company. It's called financial freedom. But the problem is it takes a little bit of money to get the honey. So if we take corporate credit, we finance the business, we can grow it off the corporate credit and write it all off, since borrow money is not taxable. Borrow money is not what? Taxable? So what do? Now let's understand, this is Huntington Harbor, okay? That's my U-Dog. Yeah! 3 yachts, 2 race boats, a Duffy, and a bunch of Sea-Doos. But properties on all 5 islands, hell yes. Why not? But I had a problem, I need to get that U-Dog, because my yachts were everywhere. It's like, damn. So what do? I had to go get the U-Dog. I need the largest house. Why not? All right, then the neighbors complained about the helicopter on top of it too. Oh, well, what can I say? They didn't like me. Oh, well, are you serious? You want to play? You want to play? Let's see if we can get you there. But understand, half the people in this world are afraid to get rich. By the way, you're not going to get rich. I'm sorry, when you hear TikTok and Grant going, no, gets rich, or Cody going, rich, stop it. They're not rich. They might have rich corporations, but you got to hear the story behind that stuff. Understand something. You will never be rich, ever. Your corporation will, and you'll be the puppet master. That's the design. Now, let's understand here. For those who want to partner with me, you do, we do, or I do, we allocated $10 million. Is that okay? We allocated $10 million to play with you. Now, if you don't want to play, then go away. Simple. I like simple, don't you? So let's understand the Ray Reynolds Investment Group, LLP, going public in about 12 months. You know what? It's going to worth about $10 billion. And what do? What we're going to do is under auto income because I designed it. Hell, I'm the expert. Okay. So let's do this. All right. You do, we do, I do. Decide what you want to do. Okay. I'll help you do all of it and show you how. We do it together. I'll be your CFO. I'll talk to your bank. I'll put them in check, or I'll do it all. We can share a piece. You want to share a piece? That's up to you. So understand, if we draw this diagram, which I want you to do 10 times, draw it now, draw it now. We look at banks and grocery stores. Banks, bankrupt locations called branch number. Grocery stores, bankrupt store number. Okay, understand that so far? That's a corp owning a corp. On this side, what you do is you bring the damn pain home, which is ridiculous. Why would you ever do that? I don't understand. Why would anybody bring the pain home? I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, maybe they weren't using abuse like me as a kid. They wanted to help. So let's understand. 3 divisions of me. Write it down. You should have 3 divisions of you because you're allowed to. Bank of America bankrupt thousands of locations. All the banks do. They play the game to win. They bankrupt the bad location, wipe out all their friggin' debt, and then take the money and walk away and write off on their taxes too. Just like, Geico and cities. Just like Sam's Club and Walmart. So if we actually listen and learn, and this is the problem you didn't do about rules and tools. Let's understand. Stop bringing the pain home. Here's the solution. When we talk about a problem, I will give you a solution every time. Every time. We put a sticky behind every credit card. We dummy proof it. Now, the moment you got a $10,000 credit card, you go, oh, look at us. We got $10,000. Let's go to dinner. Let's go piss it away. Let's go buy what? Here's your problem. First of all, 10,000, you can only use 2,900 bucks. See, I created the 25-20% rule, period, while I was training Ken Yarborough, TRW, and Aspiria. So if you go past 29%, you drop your score, you get stuck, hell, you can't get any more. You hawk your house, you hurt your family, hurt you. It's called silly and stupid too. So we stopped that. We don't do that anymore. Next, to become a certified CFO, to understand what the hell you're doing. Because right now, I think you're all guessing anyway. Okay? If you're in an industry, it's going to change every 6 years anyway. Be prepared. Program, all right, yourself into millionaire status. You know what again? Millionaire status. But that's the corporation. If we take the time to look behind the curtain, that's the goal. See, your life is an experience. Your life is what it is today because of your past. When I got dropped off of Redondo Beach Pier when I was 3.5 years old by Mrs. Hope, she devil from hell, she rolled down that window. She said, if you're not here at 5 o'clock, I'll leave you there to die. She was a she devil from hell. I ran over to the pier, ate out of a trash can. I was hungry. When I stole off the pier 3 days later, he goes, ow! I thought he was going to throw me off the damn pier. That was an experience. He looked down and go, boy, take out the trash or I'll call the police. 3 times, boy. What did I do? I took out the damn trash. I was known as boy on the Redondo Beach Pier till I was 9.5 years old. Boy, clean the chum bucket. Go to my mansion and shove a horse and cow. You know what? But on the pier, you could see Marina del Rey, Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, and Rat Beach. I saw things I wanted to do. I knew I was as smart as they were. I'll go get my millions too. So let's do this. Let's write down, see, and believe we will get it. Everything I see, I've obtained. And I pray and believe and I go get it. So it works. It works for me every time. It doesn't work for you? What's wrong with you? You didn't follow through? You gave up? So let's understand. I like to repackage you. Kind of like Humpty Dumpty. See, years ago, I had Only in America. I gave that Don King, Repackage America, and I have Incorporating You and having fun with people. Making millions and billions in the Ray Reynolds University too. Wow. You see, my ass, it's just high as 6-foot locker. I don't got any bull who don't need to give you besides the truth. Hit my head, blood everywhere, blah, blah. Why don't we reach the highest damn goal you ever had? You got the guts. It will take corporations and divisions. No way to do it. You don't even know what real division really is, the way I designed it in 85, 86 anyway. You got to learn to play my way for a while. All right. Do you want to be a millionaire? It's a yes or no. Yes, that's stupid. Because then you lose 60% in taxes. Do you want a millionaire corporation? How many show goodies I obtained? Yeah, that's the way to play. Okay. Now, don't complain about your age because you're 45 to 75 years old. You're an old fart or something. That's mental. I'm 39 and a half years old. When I turned 39 and a half, I stayed that. That's me. I mean, Carl started what? What did we do this? All right, then we got Ray. Then we got Colonel Sanders. And this ding dong guy won an argument with my wife. He's an idiot. You never win an argument with a woman because you can't win anyway. Women are tape recorders. They'll play it back to you every time. So you should just shut up. You should read my book called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. You see, the problem is money. And that's the reason you haven't got where you want to go. See, you were so busy doing what you do, you didn't receive an auto income to basically pay your damn bills and free up your time. You didn't listen. It takes money. So are you ready? Are you ready to become a CFO? But you have to do it my way, your way. Sorry, I don't like it. I think your way sucks, to be honest with you. But I just tell it like it is. But not everybody likes me. Not everybody likes you. Okay, that 100,000 of personal credit, safety credit, corporation with $250,000. We want to make sure we have 9 divisions minimum to 18. And then what do we want to do? Auto income, 100,000, 500,000 a month. Then we want to basically do asset protection. We got to protect our ass, because there's always some ding dong trying to take it away. Got to protect the family. Okay. Now let's show you, and I do this once a month. I show a new person every month just for the fun of it, because everybody can learn what they got to do too. Robert and Joanne. I built their credit up to 740. It took me 89 days. 89 days. I don't have a magic wand. That's what it took. From here, I got them basically American Express and personal business cards. Why? Let's understand. They do not fluctuate. That means you can max the suckers out. Your score never drops. Okay, as long as you maintain the payment. They have a paid over limit as well, and they're unlimited. So what do we do now? Okay. So I built them 72,500 of personal credit, that took 156 days again. So what happens is 233,000 of business credit, 210 days. See, every client I have 33 millionaire clients and 31 billionaires now out of 49 years, okay? So I use their American Express. I said, let me have your American Express, I got you. Because if you let me exercise it, I'll use my bank account, so we partner up. We have an agreement. What happens, I get to do a division of your corp under my corp and use my account for you. So I got hundreds of thousands of dollars in my small accounts. I'll just show an in and out, not the big ones. Then they just throw black cards at you. Okay. So what do? We got a blueprint loan for 196,000. Now, when I go after some type of business, and like I go a storage unit, I have a dentist in the late 80s. I'm gonna go after this, and it's gonna take 3 people, 4 people, and they just got to put 25 to 50,000 in it. They came back and said, since we got that blueprint loan, can I do the whole thing with you? So their part was $165,000. And when we closed escrow, what did we get? $22,150. What are we doing? We're buying an income. Borrow money is not taxable. We can write it all off. Okay, that's half the fun. And it's auto income. Then we did 3 more. So by the time we were done, $119,000 a month, $1.4 million. It took 1 year and 77 days. But they had to do exactly what I told them to do. If you want to play, let me know. Well, what they got to do is they only spent $5,000. In my programs, since I was 26 doing 2.6 billion of structure, I want to do it for free for people, but no one to play with me. It got to the point, okay, it costs money to do something. So what happens is very simple. They spend $5,000. Now understand, all right, if you max out 5,000 on this card here, the payment's $50 a month. You realize you spend that every other day and piss it away, $700 a month. So what happens is now they spend $5,000 in a program they get to write off anyway. And then as they build credit, they build more credit, they got more programs. And up and away, build more credit. So we build it together. Is that okay? So understand, the basic, what I call the biggest thing is the list. I would like to do your list for you, to be honest with you. All right, I know maybe having your cell phone in your head or you wrote it down on a crayon, I don't know. Goal list. How about we do a daily and a weekly and a monthly list? How about project list? I would like to build your list for you because I'm going to get you auto income, all right, to replace your current income or enhance it. But it's going to be up to you to follow through. Now, if you don't have a corporation from last year, when you get one this year, you'll wait till next year for a line of credit. The bank wants your corporate and your divisions to be 2 years old. If you won last year with divisions from last year, I do have them in stock. Let me know, please. Now, if you ever want to spend 15 minutes on the phone with me, it's simple. The office sells my time for basically $500 every 15 minutes. By the way, big companies pay me $3,000 an hour and $25,000 a day all the time. I always have for about 45 plus years. If you want 15 minutes, it's $3.99. There you go. From here, I like to blueprint you. I don't believe you can get where you want to go until I get to know you. Okay, and get to know you in detail. In other words, we're going to talk about your blueprint. Call me with your partner of life for an hour. Past, present, and future. Good, bad, and ugly. Bankruptcy, taxing, and any problems. You ever mess up at Chase and American Express? They're two of the best cars on planet Earth. Family, corporation, divisions. Now we're going to plan to live, and then we're going to plan to die. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well be dead. I'm going to teach you how to plan to die. The reason we spend basically so much people in probate attorneys crap is because people didn't spend 25 bucks. So understand, we're going to make sure we protect our ass. It's every step of the way. And we're going to make sure it's like the car. By the way, your car should be a division of the corporation. Right now, it's registered to you. You get in a bump at Sam's Club, they're going to sue you and screw you up, and you're going to lose everything you got. I guarantee it. House should have been a trust. From here, auto income, cash flow for your time. Mine in my book, page 6, paragraph 3, 49 years ago. I'm the one who wrote it the first time. Even trademarked and trade named it too. So understand, a blueprint call with me takes up to an hour. I would like your partner in life on that call. We charge at the office $1,999. If you did it during a webinar with me, it's $999. It's very simple. You get half price. I don't have a paycheck. I don't get a commission. The last 46 some years, and why would I want one of those? All right, so take a picture right here. This is basically you put RW if you ever Zell doing a webinar with me, when I give you that heck of a great price. And what happens is Ray at raisecredit.com is your Zell. Now tonight, between now and the next hour, if you call, you're going to ask for Priscilla or Jake because they're waiting for you to call them, and they can basically write up an order to make some money so you can get some honey. If you use a car, they might charge you 5%. Okay, now let's focus right here. I'm not here to be CPA and attorney. I got to give my little disclaimer there. Not CPA, not attorney. This is chapter 18. Okay, it says a corporation is a legal person. So let's understand that. A corporation is a legal person. Why? Supreme Court says so. Why? Because you have 50 courts, 50 states, and cities or corps as well. Now, this connects the dots for if you and I are going to partner together, period, because you need to basically be set up the way I want you to be set up. I don't want you to screw it up and then come after me because you're silly, did it wrong. Now, I heard this at 7.5 years old. Mrs. Hope had a poker game every Wednesday night. All these rich and famous people going blah, blah, blah. Now, I wrote it down. The next day, I wrote basically to my bicycle down to the Orange Police Department. Next door is the library. Man, what does this mean? She walked away. She was kind of rude. 5 minutes later, 5 minutes. Here's a microphone book. Now, here's her problem. This is my problem too. I didn't realize, and I didn't pay attention, that it says may sue or be sued. May sue or be sued. See, I got sued at 12.5 years old. I got named in a lawsuit when I was 12.5 friggin' years old. Now, the thing that bothered me here is 17,983. When I read not required to file a fictitious business name under the corporation, gave me no options. That bothered me. Now, I went to the library for 2.5 years. 9.5, I sent away $10. You got $10? Well, by the way, that corporation today is $30. All right, $30. See, what happens is most of you pay an attorney, CPA, and a corporate service for a corporation, and you didn't learn diddly squat. My first corporation was Helping Hand Industries. You can verify that on the Secretary of State's website in California. I got 100,000 of this in the mail. Everybody got credit in the mail at that time. Simple. Mrs. Hope thought I was, what did you do? What did you do wrong? I got named in the movie Dave as well. So when I got sued in a lawsuit, named in a lawsuit, it's simple. I started the Orange County Blind Center, my little friend. I was 12 and a half. So again, I got sued by the Braille Institution. All right, I didn't understand trade names, trademarks, and copyrights, but I did after that. See, the goal is to never bring the pain home. All right, here's the lie. You're going to kid yourself, or you're lying to yourself right now. I got an LLC. I don't have a corporation. We got people that call the office 10 times a day. It's like, that's just stupid. An LLC is a corporation. What do these people do? Spend thousands and don't learn daily squat? Here's your problem. Okay, your corporation, LLC or C Corp, is going to convert to S because I said so. S, single filing, period. Now what happens is you screw this up. You see, corporations are not profitable until they're taxable. What happens when you sign a what? You pierce the veil. You sign for a car, credit card, or a lease on a building. When they screw up the corporation or it goes out of business, they come get you. And there's no way around that. And if your CPA attorney says they don't, put them on the phone, I'll rip them apart. Believe me. I have an IQ of 2 or 3, a total recall, and I will kick their ass at every friggin' time, brain to brain. I don't have time for BS. Okay, stupid people. I don't like that. 3.7 billion is what I built so far, just for the fun of it. Now, I did get to work with Ken Yarborough. Ken and I wrote a book called File Segregation. Ken was CID, bodyguard for President Nixon, and then he worked for TRW, became a Experian. I thought he was a blowhard, to be honest with you, to be honest. And I think blah, blah, blah. I just tell the truth. So if you had 3 divisions of you, you would have 3 chances to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. See, since you didn't give yourself a fighting chance, you backed yourself in a corner. I'm going to file it, publish it, and the IRS is going to hand me an SS4 legitimately. Isn't that fun? Now, let's write down today's date. Let you get you where you want to go in the next 90 days. Okay, is that okay? And then up and away. Keep going from there. Now, if you're in a coaching program with me, we're going to have fun, but I'm going to tell it like it is. Okay, we're going to do everything my way, not yours, because I make things into millions and billions. So what happens is you get to play with me. Now, the goal should be money. That has to be the goal, to get the money for the honey. We got to build up to 10,000, then the next 50,000, then 100,000. 100,000 a month's only 1.2 million anyway. And that's a monthly goal. So there's your goal so far. Now, help me, help you, and help other people. That's my goal. I want to change the world. Referrals are basically affiliate programs. No problem at all. All right, let's understand. I put myself in check. I had this problem as a kid being used and abused, and it sucked. I found myself staring in the mirror as a little boy. I realized one thing. The only way I can solve my problem was me. I knew I had to be the one to solve the problem. Here's a mirror. I want you today to go look in the mirror for 10 minutes and not move. I want you up tomorrow morning an hour earlier than you get every day. See, you have a routine and it's boring. You have the same routine when you get up and slide out of bed, blah, blah, blah. No, stop it. I'm up every day at 2:25, have been since I was a little boy. 2:25. I don't need 3 hours of sleep, ready to go. So let's understand something. Okay? Every Monday at 6:12 in the morning, I'm going to make sure you work on the car list, the boat list, house and apartment, and duplex. It's a repo list. I get it before anyone else. Probate, divorce, and bankruptcy list. Maybe supply and vendor credit. We're going to have a corporation with 9 divisions, and then we're going to get 18. And what we're going to do in 36 months is build a $10 million company. All that takes is what? Well, it just take 9 divisions in a corp. I don't want you to think. The more you think, the more you screwed up. Sorry. Now, we're going to talk about Mary for a minute. I think maybe you should change your name to Mary. Mary's nice lady. When I met her, she already screwed up. Once most of you come to me after you screwed up. Mary basically is Ivy League education. She's a VP of Apple. You've heard of Apple, right? She married her sweetheart. She met him in the 3rd grade. They got 2 kids, cat and fish, a fish and a dog and all that good stuff. They're doing great. Mary wants to have a restaurant because grandma taught her how to cook. Well, she gives 10,000 to the attorney, no problem. He looks at the books. He's going to look at the lease and make sure it's all done nice and pretty with some budget options too. Then she gets 5,000 to the CPA. Okay, you think that's right, but it's actually wrong. Then she uses 98,000 of her personal credit. She got an 801, and all of a sudden, it drops to a 610. She calls the attorney and CPA. What did I do? That's all they know how to say. They have no idea. This is the problem with people. They have little pieces. God gave me the whole pie. So here's the problem. The restaurant failed, filed bankruptcy, but that ding-dong attorney made her guarantee the lease. And what happened next? They went after her house. She lost her house. Her husband divorced her 3 weeks later. He said, honey, I didn't sign up for that. So your choice is simple. So I'd like you to understand something today. We are going to do everything under a division. Write down everything under a division, period. We're not bringing the pain home ever again. There's no reason to. You didn't have to in the first place. So as a little kid, they'd ask me how I was doing because I knew it going through hell. You get a new mommy, a new daddy, and all that stuff. And what did I say? Just to shut them up, leave me alone. I always said one thing, always good. I wouldn't give them the satisfaction to know I was going through hell. I didn't realize that would become my trademark. Every client that's ever talked to me, at the end of the day, they ask me how I'm doing. It's always good. Why? I don't let somebody steal my peace. And I always say, thank you, Jesus. So this is 2025, the year to run. Not to look back and make sure you achieve every goal you have and tell it to yourself 10 times a day. We're going to focus on boring and steady. Write it down, boring and steady. You're driving by your future companies that you're not even going to run. You don't even know it yet. I like someone to drive you around your neighborhood on the busy street. I want you in the passenger side. I want you to look around and see these things and ask yourself, why the blank you don't own them? For as much money as you pissed away in your life so far, you could have bought the damn Wendy's restaurant down the street, $75,000 down. You could have used borrowed money. They wrote it all off. You had a lifetime income forever. See, when it comes to real estate and fast food, the right name of fast food, it doesn't change. It stays there forever. And that's kind of fun, don't you think? So ask yourself to pull down that mirror and the visor on that side of the car and ask yourself, why don't you own it? Here's our problem. Your problem is to understand, I want you to own our Wendy's restaurant, storage unit, apartment complex. I don't want to run a damn business. Why would I do that? I have too much fun. Now, I had a problem when I was 26. At 26, I got 2.6 billion in corporate structure. I got mansions in Havasu. I got mansions in Big Bear and all over the islands. Wow. I was bored. I thought at 27, I'd get fat, ugly, and die. That was my biggest fear, fat, ugly, and die. I decided to help people. So today, what we're going to focus on is you're going to own some piece of something, but you're not going to run it. You're not allowed to. But it requires $100,000. We're going to take it off credits. We're going to let it finance itself. We're going to get 3 or 4 people in each project. My soldiers, my clients, or basically if I build you enough, you'll do it just with me and you. Okay, take a picture. Go ahead. See, that's what I focused on all my life. That's all I know how to do. I don't want to run a damn business. I mean, I had the largest installation company for satellite television in the world. Didn't run the largest cleaning company. Started the largest donut chain. Hell, that was fun. Why would I want to run the damn thing? That's what the employees are for. That's what the management's for. But again, I can do the work for you or with you. So what do we do? Robert here. It took Robert 4 months to get to $35,000 a month. He could have did it faster, but he kind of drug his feet a little bit. We got David, he got $96,000 in 8 months. No problem. Premier Katie got $224,000. It took her 11 and a half, 12 months. But again, this is how it works. So let's understand, maybe you're 45 to 75. Maybe you didn't take a chance, or you basically played it safe, or you got your assets kicked. But what do? I believe the problem you did is your biggest mistake is you didn't fight through the pain, and you basically had a lack of commitment to follow through. So my goal is for you is I think you gave up on yourself. We're not going to do that anymore. What are we going to do? We're going to focus on basically what you spend every other day, about $50 and kind of waste it away. If you spend $5,000 on this card here, the payment's $50 a month. For what you waste every other day, you could spend $5,000 to get into a program, wrote it all off and get your $1 million status, and you're going, me, like everyone else. I don't get it. You waste $700 a month if you don't know that. From there, what do we get to do? Now let's look at Freddie Mac, Section 8, 203K. All right, let's look at HUD. You know what we get to do? How about the DSCR loans? There's so many ways to play the game to win, and you become the bank. I just want to be the bank. Is that okay? Would you like to be the bank with me? You want to own a bank together? Okay. So I had the problem in the 80s, late 80s and 90s. Loan to value. Well, there was the problem. My solution was deficient. And then I said, kiss my assets. Billions in goodies. Simple. That's the way it works. So you never let the system hold you back. You work within the system and create your own way. All right, God's gift in the mansion in the harbor. Having properties in all 5 islands, no problem. The race boats and the yachts, I always put RayReynoldsUniversity.com. Now, the Duffy was to take my beautiful wife on Friday and Saturdays, Captain Jack's around the corner. Why not? Business dinner. So I like $100 million buildings and $1 million Lamborghinis. Do you? More Lamborghinis. I love that car. So understand, even helicopters. So white men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. From here, all they did is, you see these 2 people on this side over here? The Guinness Book of Records walked through the door. All right, not possible. Where's the wires? This turd. I just stood there and I jumped up 13 feet and went boom. Why not? Can't everybody do that? I did. I mean, my ass is on a 6-foot locker on the way down and kicked the no lights out. He ran out like a little girl. He came back an hour later. There's no wires. It's this aluminum building. No blank, Sherlock. You see, I accomplished my goals. I don't let anything get in my way. Your problem is maybe you gave up on you. So here's my grandfather. I met him a couple of times. Did you know my grandfather won the Olympics in 1932 for gymnastics in Los Angeles? They called him Coach Bishop, Roosevelt High. They made a movie after him too. He didn't give a crap about me. All right, the reality is he looks like Al Capone, by the way. So let's think about the word no. You accept no. Hell no. When they say no, it's because they don't know how. And you accepted it. That's ridiculous. Here's my building, 22,000 square feet, 2-story, 1 technology driver runs Spectrum. In 2009, before I died in a coma, at 3.7 billion of structure. Now, when I did the Millionaires Founders Kit, again, I designed 1 book per month for 12 months. Into the year, you have $1 million corporation. I sold this at the Bonaventure. I was the 2nd largest advertiser in Los Angeles for 30 plus years. Now, I sold it for $5,000. The office sells this for $999 if you want a full blueprint. I give it away for half price. But again, it's up to you. When it comes to real estate, here's the problem. All right, controlling 2.2 billion in real estate is kind of fun. Oh, financial system, buckets of money, tax balance, you become the bank. The office sells it for $19.99. I sold both of those series for $1,000. But again, it's up to you. It's a Zell. There's your Zell. Or you call the office right away, talk to Priscilla, or you talk to Jake, because I can't wait. There you go, 800-254-9506. Now, let's understand. I have this 3-day event coming up. I have the basic boot camp, the millionaires boot camp, the billionaires boot camp. In 2008, we got Cash Call, Speedy Cash, JohnBRuck.com, Title Max, Kick, right? Chime in, all this crap coming out of my boot camp. All their founders and good stuff. This one's going to be designed about franchises and businesses. Yeah, we're going to make sure you understand how to play with me. It is coming up April 11th, 12th, and 13th. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you a way you can get into this, and we're going to go through the basic and all the goodies as well, because we're going to make sure we cover everything we can. This is if you want to partner up with me, and that's why we're going to have some fun. Now, you got 4 ways to get into this. Based on how much credit you want, 100,000, you want 50, okay, you want 25, or you want 10. So there's 4 levels to go, and either way, you're going to get level 1 and 2 classes for 90 days anyway. But if it was me, the one I want tonight is the one I'm offering this way, right here, $2,999. $3,000. I'm going to give you that 3 days in person or online. In person, you come into my private office in basically Riverside, California. We just moved this last weekend, and it's amazing. We got our own classroom. We're going to broadcast, have some fun like we used to do. So for $3,000, I'm going to give you $100,000 for the one who calls right now. That means the first 10 of you get $100,000 of credit. If you're number 11, sorry, you missed out. That's how it works. There's your Zell. There's the phone number. Ask for, again, Priscilla or Jake, 800-254-9506. All right. Now, I do specialty classes. I'm online 6 days a week. 6 days a week, you get stuck with me, Friday, tonight, whatever it is, and Saturday all day. Now, this Saturday, we're going to do Stock Kit because that's the Bible of the corporation. Now, we have a situation with our IRS because they're giving grant money away. Cities and states give it away as well. So I would always tell everybody, take profit and nonprofit work in conjunction. It opens the doors bigger than you ever thought in your life. So here's a nonprofit way to get things. Now, if you choose to pay someone for the exemption, federal exemption, they charge about $15,000. If you go to the class I do every 8 weeks, I'll show you how to get your 1023 from the IRS.gov, 501c3 exemption for public benefit. That class rotates every 8 weeks. From here, here's a nonprofit. If you want grant money, you got to have a 2-year court. You do it today, you're going to have to wait till next year. If you want one to have in stock with divisions from last year as well, you let me know. Because what happens is I'll give you the 2024 quote with officer's list and tax ID and 3 divisions. This allows you to use last year to get grant money right away, offsetting taxes as well. So what happens with 3 divisions, nonprofit workshop as well. Now what happens is we sell corps in California and all those places we move around and qualify them everywhere we want to go. So what happens? $5,000 just for the corp and all these pieces now is $59.99. If it was done tonight, okay, tonight, I mean now, it's $100,000 of credit as long as it's purchased during this webinar and all those goodies. All you got to do is ask for Priscilla and Jake or use a Zell, but it's up to you. All right, here's what happens. You're treading water, playing it safe. I'm going to give you 5 things to write down. I want you to write them all down. Please put them here. Number 1, these are what I call must-have. I'm going to guarantee you $750, and we're going to rebuild you my way to make sure it works. Corporation with divisions. We want cash credit, 100,000 to $1 million. We want checkbook money up to the same amount, and we want supply and vendor credit. Okay, supply and vendor credit. This is a must-have. That's the goal. Hopefully you wrote it down. Now, if you have a corporation, that's great. Let me help you build your credit to that one you have. If not, let me hand you a new one for free. You pay your filing fee. What we're going to do is we're going to stop bringing the pain home. We're going to put our ducks in a row, and we're going to repackage you my way because your way sucks. Sorry, but that's what I believe. All right. Now, what I did for years and years, I take people off the street. All right, Glenn lived in his Pinto car for 3 years. He lost his job. His wife divorced him. He felt sorry for himself, going, get a better woman. Homeless to a millionaire company, brand new house, brand new truck. I take people out of prison. Pre-Ray Ricky Dicky Ross, $3 million of credit. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. Got him a $5 million dump truck business in 6 months. Michael, God rest his soul. From there, we have Arnold, Presidents, Costner, Giovanni for Pixar. We have College Professor. We have Superman for Gold's Gym, simple. We have Kirk and May, God rest his soul. And I got her $1 million too. I'm known as the Incorporated for Rich and Famous People as well. So Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers, and Angels. Okay, here's what I believe you did. You sat at the kitchen table with your friends and family and said, honey, we're going to start a business. We're going to jack up our credit cards. We're going to drop the score, get stuck. We can't get any more. We're going to bring the pain home to you and me and honk our house and be stupid too. That's what I think you did, which I call silly and stupid. Sorry. If you would have known these don't fluctuate in this and the rules and tools, you wouldn't have screwed it up. I'd make sure, just like I did for everyone else. So we're going to stop bringing the pain home. Got it so far? We're going to play my way for a while. So what do we get to do? All cards, write it down, all cards fluctuate based on utilization. When I designed this, teaching Yarborough, 29% rule is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. So if they all fluctuate and these don't fluctuate, what card should I jack up? What card should I make sure I don't bring the pain home? So you've got a goal and you can have a 750 score the rest of your life if you just listen. I'll get you there, I'll guarantee it, as long as you do what I tell you to do. We're using Ray's rules and tools. Got it? Ray's rules and tools, very simple. Now, All right, the future is here. Okay, let's understand something. I've been saying it for the last year. My new dashboards are going to fire Credit Karma. I hate the fact they don't have a phone number to help people. I don't think they give a crap as it is. So I'm going to challenge the hell out of them. Just like I threatened to sue them when they kept saying 42%. So we're going to replace Credit Karma, period. Okay? We have Analytico 750. We're going to have fun. From there, your future of credit analyzations. What's going to happen is we're going to give you 10 steps to the 750, and we're going to hold your hand even more. This means today, very simple, 25 bucks a month, 25 bucks a month. And what we're going to do is every 46 days, we're going to analyze you. And one of my specialty people are going to call you personally, and we're going to go through that report with you. That's right. We're going to make sure you understand every rule and tool personally. We also have a 24-hour call center starting as well. So your credit score goes up, up, and away. Got it so far? Because every time you get stuck, you have a question or two, don't you? All right, so what happens is very simple. For $25 per month, so by sending a Zelle right now, I mean now, not next week, now, 25 bucks, okay? All right, we will be calling you tomorrow. You'll be called tomorrow. This means we're going to line it up, set it up to the point where we're going to have somebody talk to you every 46 days, and we're going to babysit you some more, okay? There's your Zelle. So that's what I want you to do right away, okay? It's very simple. 800-254-9506. All right, now IRS. Here's the problem when we make money. I'm sorry, you don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're an expert, maybe you're not. Most of you aren't. What happens with the IRS, they're in control. The SS5, SS4, they're in control. You don't even know you signed an SS5 or mommy did it for you until I pointed out. So in the next page, you're going to write this down. You're not going to take a picture because I said you can't. I need you to do some research. IRS.gov. I want you to download an SS4 form. Write it down. All right, I want you to download a 1244. The 1244 takes LLC or C to S. 1023 is nonprofit. 4506 T or C. Creditor is going to send it to you. I need you to fill it out and make sure you understand it. Then that 456, if you had an IRS problem, you screwed up and put you back in the system where you belong. From here, what we're going to do is understand Google. You're going to Google basically a UCC1, the entitlement of ownership, and also irrevocable trust. You're going to learn to connect the dots. Okay, you're going to understand. You'll understand better than your CPA and attorney. I'll guarantee that too. Got it? All right, plan the problem in case you get your assets kicked. Corporations what? Illegal what? Person right there. What do? Your corporation's allowed 4 things, period, in my rules. Raise rules, period, very simple. It buffers tax. Corporations are designed to receive money, not pay tax till you're profitable. Nothing about playing peekaboo. All right, corporate credit's a damn write-off. Cars, fleet price, stay at hotel, corporate rates. That's it. All you corporations allowed to do under raise rules. Your divisions are your ducks and sheep. You will set up a line of defense. All right, let's understand. Come on. Bank of America is bankrupt 8,000 locations. They took the money right off from their damn taxes. The line of defense, again, stores use store numbers. You got a choice. You allowed yourself to be number 1. That's wrong. Division process through cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, real estate, separate liability for every location you have. And then what do? We're going to create the line of defense. We're going to create the what? Line of defense. You got a shitty location. We're going to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Can't save it. We're going to bankrupt it. Public record under the what? Federal Protection Act. Keep all other pieces. Your problem is you allowed yourself to be 1. That sucks. We're going to build a true corporate umbrella. Debt follows tax ID and build credit reports. The way I designed it in 1987. So what do we get to do? Who guarantees the credit card, the franchise, the house? It takes 2 divisions, 1 to receive it, 1 to guarantee it and build credit. So when I say 9, it's going to be 18. And the corp, that means $10 million of credit in basically 36 months. So what do we get to do? So understand, we're going to put our ducks in a row, corporate umbrella. That's what your goal should be. And right now, what we're going to do is daisy chain credit. If I get a $100,000 card, what do I want to do? I want to daisy chain it into more cards. Every division is a legal person, public record, not here to be safe an attorney, but it's like every person in this world has their own credit files. One card times 9 becomes $1 million. If we get the 10 cards that I love, that's $10 million. That takes 36 months. Okay, there's no reason to be a duck and a sheep. You are never going to bring the pain home again because you're not allowed to. From here, Danny screwed up one of my partners that I do business with. What did he do? We bought an apartment complex, 64 units. We need 66 units for the apartment complex, one to receive it, one to guarantee it, and a lease for every tenant. Before he got them all to sign new leases, someone fell out of a bathtub and broke their toe. They wanted 50,000. He settled for 20. He should have did it faster. See, the goal is to become the bank. All right, literally forever. So a division is very simple. As you scratch your head, every Shakey's Pizza I had a separate division. Every 31 flavor, every Subway, every donut store, everything was a separate division. See, in '84, I realized I'd have to pay $100,000 a month, over $1 million a year for franchise tax fees for all the things I've got. That's BS. California charges $800 per corporation. No, thank you. Divisions are free and they're protected by the corporation anyway, and your name's not on it. So when we look at 8 and 9, we should basically get 18. 18 should be 36, 36 should be 72. You have to decide how many you want. Now, I sued the banks in '96 because they wanted separate bank accounts, and I won. I kicked their asses. They have to put divisions on the corporation now, ever since then. In my books 37 years ago, I said, here's a corp, here's 3 divisions, 2 more, and 1 more. See, that builds $16 million of credit. And that's what I did. So the $1 million maker can be you if you basically follow through and do what I ask you to do. All right, as we play the game to what? Win. And that's the goal. All right, I'd like to get you 4 American Express cards. All right, 2 golds, 1 for personal and business, and platinums as well. They don't fluctuate. If I get you the American Express Platinum Business, I'd like to get you the personal at the same time, the expense card for employees, or the division card. Is that okay? How we get them all? Would you like the gold as well? See, what happens is 17 years ago, as an affiliate, I kept pushing the creditors. Did you know every cash application for corporate credit now, for the last 17 years, have the division on it? Nobody knows how to do division process. It's on the actual applications. I got them to do that 17 years ago. All right. Now, here's American Express. I think they're nuts. Now, understand, this is the Ray Reynolds University. That's what it is. See, right there, the name of one of the companies. They have to, I want 99 more cards. Now, what? Isn't that crazy? That'd be $100 million. They offer a line of credit for a division of me. They offer a $250,000 line of credit every year called Blueprint Loan. Okay. So if you're ex-military or current military, or you have a military family member, let me know, because I want to make sure you get your access code. Now let's watch. I've had clients jacked up on their credit at 550 score, and I've got them up to $50,000 line of credit and Navy and credit cards as well to balance their debt. Simple. So again, the what? Leveraging money. Write down a reference 3 times 5. I've been training people for 49 years how to leverage money with banks, millionaires, and billionaires. So what do we get to do? We're going to take one of my clients that got 100,000 at US Bank. And his name is Gerald. He's the head of a mega church. So what I wanted to do is reference 3 times 5. So we put 75 out of the 100,000 in the account. We put it in a CD. We borrowed against it and put the money right back in the bank. Let's borrow money. What do we do in an application? It fills out. Application now says I have 75,000 in the bank. I have a CD, all right, liquid 150, and I have basically a CD here as well, and a line of credit that's building score. That's a reference of 3, by the way. If you do this correctly, they give you times 5, which is 1,125,000. See, if you build a business off borrowed money, you don't run out of money. The problem is most people, it's on the income coming in daily, and then they don't have enough and they piss it away and screw it all up. So let's do it my way, because it works. All right. Now I had 3 clients win the lottery. I took 1 client and we leveraged it by 3 times 5, and the bank gave him $15 million line of credit. He bought a McDonald's, paid the taxes. See, we got to pay tax. So again, find out wherever you bank, if they have a 31-day CD. Very simple. Now, manageable debt offsets taxes. 100,000 are personal, auto income, and $1 million of cash credit. That's the corporation. That's what your goal should actually be. Okay, we should learn to leverage money into more money. Again, let's pretend you're going to do what I tell you to do. Wouldn't that be a good concept? We could take borrow money and buy the lifetime income. The lifetime income is real estate and franchise. The big brands, the McDonald's, the Wendy's, okay? That's the kind we want, okay? The Jack in the Box. But again, what do? When I was setting up the dashboards in 1987, when I was training Yarborough, telling him what to do, then basically TRW became Experian. All they watch is Equifax, CBA Equifax, and TransUnion copying our stuff. That's all it seemed to be. Now understand, this is corporate credit under tax ID, not under your SSN, because you can't write that off anyway. Do you want to be a millionaire? Or you want to be a millionaire corporation? There's a big difference. So if we did this correctly my way, we'd have a corporation, 9 divisions, 9 pieces of property, 9 franchise, 9 something, and 9 buckets of money. It only becomes $10 million company in 36 months. Financial series, I designed it for tax balancing, become the bank and buckets of money. Every division should be known as a bucket of money. Do you want real estate? Do you want franchise? We're still getting a bucket of money. From here, division process. Let's understand. On the dashboard since 87, if I put history, it establishes a credit report. History. Okay, I don't need to inquire and all that crap. So I established a credit report. We daisy chain the credit to divisions first, then we obtain tax IDs. So again, when it comes to division. So take a picture of this tonight so you understand what is good and valid tonight. This allows you literally to get, because they're usually $9.99 each division, will come with the tax ID window after we daisy chain for you as well as you. 3 divisions with credit or without credit. 9 here with or without, or 12. But tonight's weird. See, we just moved in, we're all settled. All pricing, all discounts start and stop tomorrow. There's no more moving and sell. It's over. Tonight it's over. So if you wanted 9 divisions just for the fun of it right now, it's $9.99. No credit, just $9.99. I wanted to decide to figure out if you wanted to play even more. So again, what do? So here's a way, literally you can get 9 divisions, 18, 36, and 72. That is good tonight only. Tomorrow all the specials gone. We're now settled in our office and we're all looking pretty good and having fun at the same time. Now this is Zelle only, okay? And then you have to call the office right away if you need to use a card. But I like Zelle. It makes more sense to me. But if you do call the office, you don't Zelle, ask for Priscilla and ask for Jake. For heaven's sake, it's half the fun too. So let's understand. When I designed the division process in 1985 and 86, corporation gets a division 100. 100 has 101 A, B, and C. Simple. And I like to do that. I'm building a matrix. The matrix gives me a line of defense for every location I have and a bucket of money. If I have a problem, I get rid of a piece. I never become the piece like you did. And that has to stop too. So we get to play my way for a while. All right, now division process builds credit. What I put in buckets of money were 2 matrix that I built. First matrix I did, I had a problem in 1987, 88. They're shrinking my credit limits. I got $53 million of credit cards and corporations, and they're shrinking my limits. It's like, oh my goodness, what's going on? I learned I could loan out money. When I loaned out money, I created cash flow for you per time, financial freedom. I took 41 divisions 18 months later, and I built $190,000 a month. It saved the credit and built it up and away. The assets behind that were $1.1 billion, by the way. But again, that's what I did. You can do the same thing too. We call it bridge loan today. I had to do it because I wanted to save my credit. The next one was 16 million. After that, I did a 32 million. It was too big for the book. But again, that's 661,000 a month. See, money makes money. Now this is ridiculous. I lost my job. Then grow up. Be a man. It's ridiculous. Go to the church for the food for the kids. Go drive Uber, Lyft, DoorDash. Have a damn garage sale. Okay, this is pathetic. I don't buy into this crap. Hey, I came out of a coma in 2010 and 11. Lost 3.7 billion. We were freaking homeless. What do? It's simple. I knew exactly what to do because I have my 3 divisions, my 5 closet divisions, and I rebuilt myself, and I built $1 million of credit in 6 damn weeks. I bought my wife her next damn dream house. Why do people bring the pain home and drop and just give up? I don't get it. You need 3 divisions of me and 5 closet divisions. Okay, if you have an oh shit day like I did, it's up to you. Every division is a bucket of money. Now I need you to listen to this because I need you to change what you do. You get in a bumpity bump at Sam's Club, they sue you because you're a registered owner. Police officer pulls you over, you tell them where you live too. You ever heard of the Privacy Act? I want you to look at your driver's license and church registration today. If it's got your home address, I want you to jump and kick yourself in the ass at. I want it changed now, okay? It's ridiculous. You're giving a stranger where the hell you live? No, thank you. You're highly intelligent. Why are you doing something stupid? I don't know. So we're gonna make you a money-making machine. I'm gonna blueprint you, past, present, future. I'm gonna make sure we understand each other very well. We're gonna get the goal. The office sells it for $19.99. I give half price. It's $9.99 if you did it tonight. And all prices change tomorrow because we already moved and we're settled too. The future's here. It's very simple. I've been saying for a year we're going to replace Credit Karma. I don't like that I have a damn phone number. It pisses me off. Okay? And half the time they don't work. So we're going to replace Credit Karma with a 24-hour call center 7 days a week. I'm going to let them know they're fired. Okay? Have some fun. From there, we got analytical 750. We're going to give everybody 750. We're going to analyze everybody in this world. Just like my new kit for all the kids in high school and college too. 10 steps to 750. So today, your goal is to Zelle 25 bucks. That's all you got to do. Why? Because I want you to set up in our new system tomorrow. I want someone calling you tomorrow to basically, all right, put you in the system right away in this new program. Every 46 days, you get someone personally talking to you, period, about your score situation. We're going to make sure you understand exactly how to play this game to win. So again, by sending that Zelle now, someone's going to call you. You'll be called tomorrow morning. Very simple. You tell us the time you want us to call you. So there's your Zelle. There's the number if you need to call right away too, 800-254-9506. Now let's understand, the 750 is the goal. You all know now that your age, you're measured by a damn number. We're bonded up to 35 million apiece by our government anyway. 750. So if you don't have that, we're going to get you credit cards from 5 to 10,000 plus $9.99. We're going to do a rapid rescore and rapid refresh because I invented that 45 years ago working with Harold Stokes and Ken Yarbrough. I'm the guy that created it. So what do we get to do? You get to basically get disputes anything you have bad on your credit file for free for 9 months. We're going to charge you $14.99. You're going to go to the workshops on Friday or Saturday or both. Your discount for that, and what you want to do today is if you're in that program, tell someone else to sign up for it. You get $100 for every time you sign somebody up. You want 100 bucks? Refer 10 today. That's $1,000 per day. People do that all the time. Isn't it your time to play and have some money too? But what do we get to do? That's getting you CFO ready. Now, if you have a corporation, no problem. If you don't, I hand you one for free. That's the ultimate goal. Now, we're going to rebuild you still. What we're going to do is give you $25,000 of credit. I want to give you 10 times your investment. So for 2,500 bucks, 25,000. I'm going to add history, all right, analyze you, and see if we can pop your stuff right away. The discount on that, if you did it tonight, is $19.99. You're still getting the 25,000. It's a Zelle. And there's that phone number to call the office right away. Now, here's the problem, okay? We have to understand there's a difference between Dun & Bradstreet OPM money and cash credit, vendor supply money, okay? From there, OPM, when I started in 74, Dun & Bradstreet, oh, what do we do? Take a picture here. See, some of you might be maxed out on something. If you want what I did, okay, I'm in a coma, okay? All right, from there, 2011, we're homeless. We got nowhere to go. Well, mansions and I've got nothing. Honey, take me to Mark's place. See, I'm going to fight through the moment, and you know, that's me. Mark's family owns Jewelry Mart. I walk in with my oxygen tank, honey, I'll be right back. Come back to the car. She says, "Where's your wedding ring? Where's your Rolex, your necklace, your bracelet?" Honey, they're being cleaned. I lied to my wife. I lied to her today. She knows that. I'm the husband, I'm the father, I'm the man. I'll protect my family or I die. And everything else is BS, it's crap. So what do? I got 16,400, so let's go to Best Buy. My 3 divisions of me, I built basically, I got 25,000 of credit now. My 5 closets, I got 60,000. Well, I need that computer in that bag. I want these Visa gift cards. Boom, boom, boom. See, I got to go back to war. I want to win. That day, I got $51,000 of supply credit turning into cash. I got no problem following through. Do you? So guess what? You can sell things on Amazon and eBay if you want to. So 100,000 are personal, 100,000 are corporate in the beginning. Now, what do? Simple. I'm going to repackage you my way. Then in the dashboards, I'm going to get you the green Spark card up to 100,000 and 2 sisters for 30. That's 160 times 9. Is that $1 million? Remember, I only like 10 cards. The rest I think suck. So what are we going to do? We're going to get the 3 B of A's. We're going to get the 4 Wells Fargos, and we're going to get the 5 Inc cards and the Gold card. Now this is only 5 cards at the $5 million. But again, what do we get to do? Very simple. Okay, we're going to go to the bank now. The bank needs a 2-year corporation. All right, in divisions. If you don't have it, you got to wait till next year. These are my 5 favorite ones. I think US Bank is nuts, and so is Navy a little bit. But this can be up to now lines of credit to 5.4 million. Not counting the other 5 over there. See, this is 10 million. Again, divisions allow you to justify the projection of $1 million in sales. 100,000 of credit. We normally charge 10%. All right, 10 grand. All right, then they're going to discount it to $79.99. Me, I'm just going to say 50% tonight. If you did it now, you get a 50% discount. That means basically even more, $3,999, not even 5 grand. It's an extra discount because all sales in tonight. If you wanted $200,000 credit, that's 100,000 each for you corporations, no problem. It's 7,000. There you go. But again, you want 50,000. All right, normally 5. Discounted tonight, simple, $19.99. 25,000 of credit, normally, all right, 2,500, $19.99. It's basically $9.99. 25,000 credit for $1,000. All right, that's today because why? We moved in, we're all settled now. All specials go off tonight. It's a Zelle. There's your Zelle, Ray at raisecredit.com. There's a phone number to talk to Priscilla or Jake right away, heaven's sake. But again, make your money, make a machine. If you need a corporation that's basically from last year, like I said, we have them in stock with divisions from last year too. $5,000, you want profit or not. We can change the name, move it to any state you want to. From there, don't forget that 3 event coming up. That means basically April 11th, 12th, 13th. This is where we get to partner up and do all kinds of fun stuff. But again, it's up to you. You got 4 ways to get into it, what level of credit you want, based on what you want to invest for you. All right, hopefully you took your picture on that right away. If it was me, I'd do this one. $2,999, you get 100,000 of credit. And you're stuck with me in person or online. Wouldn't it be kind of fun? But again, what do? We Zelle, or call the office right away. Simple to do. So guess what we get to do? We get to play the game. If you need to use a card, you can email me at ray@raisecredit.com or call the office right away. That's the ultimate goal. See, I don't think you have your time. I can do anything I want. I love that. My wife reminds you, why do you work so hard? I'm helping people. I'm not done yet, honey. She says, you don't need to work at all. Boring and steady. What are we going to do? Drive around the city. You're going to be one of my soldiers. I'm going to say, let's look at this one next to you. Let's go buy that one. Let's partner up. Let's have the management come and run it for you. That's all we get to do. Why didn't you do this in the first place? I don't know. So Ray's Way of Life, 12 months, 12 books, 12 CDs, $1 million corporation. Remember, I want you to build this. I asked you to take a picture tonight. That's your future if you play with me. That's the ultimate goal, to play and win. So are you serious enough to play? Do you want to get to where you want to go? But understand, a lot of people are afraid to be rich, corporation. So let's understand. One thing that happens, if I'm doing a blueprint loan for you, let's say we partner up in something and you don't have the bank accounts to justify what we say to do. I'm not using the big ones, I'm using the small ones. This is raised credit. Okay, this is December that I can verify almost $400,000 in the bank, and all they need is 100,000. Getting that blueprint loan is pretty easy now. Here's basically January, no problem. So January got $500,000. Okay, let's look at February, just past us. Wow, almost 600,000. I think we get the blueprint loan. We want to play yet? So if you don't have the accounts, remember we've allocated $10 million. We're going to play and win. You want to play some more too? But again, it's basically the investment group going public in 10 months, 12 months, and it's going to work 10 million to billion. But again, it's you do, we do, or I do. It's the only way it works. But we're going to win the game. So I was basically afraid to be at Fat, Ugly, Die at 26. So what did I do? Help more people like you. Let's go buy it. Let's be the bank. Let's not run it. Would that be okay? That's the things we're going to go after. I wrote books and things on that as well too. All right. So we play the game to win. Coaching, if you're in coaching, that means you're going to basically every other week you're on the phone with me. I'm going to design your blueprint. I'm going to design your list, and I'm going to make sure you check it twice. We know you've been naughty or nice. That's okay. You need a 15-minute phone call? Our office is $500. I'm $399. You want a blueprint call? That's what we need to actually blueprint you. Office is $19.99. I give a discount during the broadcast for $9.99 if it was done tonight. All specials and pricing discounts go away tonight because we're moved and settled now. That's a Zell, or call the office 800-254-9506. See, what I always thought is simple. If I build the credit, I can use 40,000 off the line of credit, like one of these, and I can get the car where it's laundromat or laundromat or dry cleaner. If I want the storage unit, like I got my first one at 19, and my father-in-law, Dr. Robert Soltis, that was fun. What do we get to do? 100,000 off the credit. If I want an apartment complex, maybe I'll get 250. There's other ways to do that too, Boeing and steady. So here's a mini coaching for you. All right, let's say you just want to get your feet wet just a little bit. Okay, let's do the blueprint call. That's usually $2,000. Let's do a private call after that. Let's give you 10,000 and a wrap and rescore. But tonight, last time it's going to be discounted to $19.99 if it was done right away. Up to you as well. So if you want 6 weeks of coaching, that means we're on the phone every other week. Blueprint you, 25,000 of credit, expedite the rapid, put you level 1, 2, and 3 in specialty classes for 90 days. Normally bill that at 11,500. Again, 11,000. So tonight it is discounted to $6,000. And that's a Zell too. And there's that phone call. We'll call the office right away. Now, if we're going to go for long-term coaching, we have to change our mindset. The IRS says small company, 5 million below. If we're going to fight to get the keys, we need to go after 5 million now. That would be the goal. From here, as we do this, keep in mind, all right, from there, we're going to make sure we analyze in what increased credit. We're going to daisy chain credit every step of the way. That's how we're going to get past the million. Daisy chain that as much as we can. But again, if you want 3 months of this, you're stuck with me every other week on the phone. I'm going to tell you what to do, and we're going to do an analyzation on that as well too. So we're going to daisy chain. You know what? Have some fun. A 3 months coaching with me, you get a bonus of 50,000 of credit. We charge $9,000. We don't discount that ever. From there, 50,000 of credit. From there, 6 months is 16,000. 100,000 of credit. We want basically 12 months is 32,000. And we give you 200,000 of credit. Now, I had to save my credit in the 80s and 90s. They're shrinking my limits. It scared the crap out of me. So I loan out money. I realized that bridge loans do something. We work with some brokers. If you put 5,000 off of a card, usually it costs $50 a month. All right, what do? We now kind of double that money, get paid back, 8 or 9, 10 per month. And the broker charges $2,001 fee, and you get to do 4 of these, simple. And what happens is it doubles the money. For instance, Robert, I got him another 35,000 at Navy. And he goes, well, Ray, the bill's $1,200 a month. 2 bridge loans is 16. He got a $400 gain. Now you got 20,000 go spend over here too. While the payment's being paid. We have to understand. You can put credit or cash in a bridge loan. It works. It's a Zell. Or you call the office 800-254-9506. Now, If we're going to get serious even more so, and let's say we partner up to get a blueprint loan at Stellar Bank, Chase, or basically American Express, I charge $5,000, all right, literally to use my bank accounts and connect the dots to a division of your corp under my corp. Last time it's going to be discounted to 2,500. That's the fee, all right, just to set it up, and we work through that and exercise a card for 90 days. Again, what is our goal? 250. We usually use the platinum or the gold card to do this. Pretty simple to do, it's no problem. And what they do is they allow you one blueprint loan. That's it, one. But every division is a separate tax ID. Let's go do it again and again. What do we get? $2.5 million of credit. What happens after I get you up to 250, you basically going to pay on the back end 10%. Remember, who's got the bank accounts for it? I do. Do you? Kind of fun. I can justify it every step of the way. And that way we don't get a no. I like yes. Do you like yes yet? So David got 240, Gary got 210. That's kind of fun. Purchase, franchise, or bridge loan it. So remember, we charge $5,000 to set it up. Exercise a card on your behalf as well. Tonight is $2,500 if it was done tonight. Last discount we're going to give. And then when we get you up to that 25,000, 250,000, then you basically owe us 10%. You pay it on the back end. Makes sense. That is a Zeller. Call the office right away. 800-254-9506. So you can help me, help you, and help other people. Referrals, affiliate programs. They're kind of fun too. Don't forget the banks and the grocery stores in the cities, what they get to do, and you should have 3 divisions of you. You can stop bringing the pain home. You can become a certified CFO, and you can reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look beyond that curtain every step of the way. That's what I'd tell you to do. But understand today, I'm going to do my best, and Jesus is going to do the rest. Amen to that too. And that's all I can do to help people every step of the way. The ultimate goal is to help people every step of the way, and that's what we want to do. So as we do these things as well. So, John, I'm going to give all those notes that you did tonight over to Santos in the morning. He'll reach out to you as well. So what I offer tonight is tonight. All right, we're in our new location. We're all settled. So tomorrow our discounts are bye-bye. If it's done tonight, call the office right away. 800-254-9506. And remember, we're going to do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget, at the end of the day, God loves us all.